From the outside, it looks almost ordinary, sleek, white, efficient, parked quietly on a private apron. But step inside a $70 million private jet and you begin to understand that this is not simply air travel, it is a carefully engineered environment designed to make altitude feel irrelevant. The first sensation is not visual, but acoustic, a softened hush as the door seals and the outside world dissolves into insulation, layered composites, and vibration-dampening architecture. The engines may be capable of crossing continents in a single night, yet inside, their presence is reduced to a distant, controlled murmur. Light spills across the cabin in a warm gradient, tuned to mimic late afternoon even at 41,000 feet, because over the last decade designers have learned that the human body responds to color temperature as much as seat cushioning. This is where luxury begins, not with gold accents or rare veneers, but with invisible engineering decisions that shape how you feel. The cabin ceiling sits higher than expected, subtly reshaping posture and breathing. Windows are larger, positioned precisely to align with the seated eye line, allowing the horizon to remain stable even as the aircraft banks. From the outside it looks simple, but inside it's a choreography of structure and psychology. The seats are not merely wide, they are contoured through pressure mapping studies, layered with foam densities that respond differently to shoulders, lower back, and thighs. Run your hand along the armrest, and you'll notice the absence of sharp transitions, every edge softened, every seam aligned, because turbulence feels harsher when surfaces are not forgiving. Move forward and the cabin transitions into zones rather than rows. A lounge configuration invites conversation during climb, where engine power is highest and the aircraft feels most alive. Later, as cruise stabilizes, lighting shifts almost imperceptibly toward a calmer spectrum, encouraging circadian balance for overnight crossings between New York and Dubai or Los Angeles and London. In a commercial terminal, time feels structured. Here, time feels curated. Even the air itself is part of the experience. Advanced filtration cycles cabin air more frequently than most office buildings, and lower cabin altitude settings reduce fatigue, meaning passengers arrive with clearer focus and fewer signs of jet lag. Humidity control, once rare at high altitude, now preserves comfort in ways you only notice when it's missing elsewhere. Skin feels normal, eyes stay clear, breathing remains effortless. Walk toward the galley and you'll see that service here operates on rhythm rather than rush. There are no carts rolling down aisles, no interruptions. Meals are plated individually, often prepared to personal preference before departure, and presented when the passenger chooses, not when the schedule dictates. The tableware is secured through subtle magnetics and precision fit, engineered to remain stable through light turbulence without sacrificing elegance. Further aft, the cabin may reveal a private suite, sliding doors that close with a muted glide, transforming a workspace into a bedroom within seconds. The bed lies fully flat, aligned with the aircraft's longitudinal axis to minimize the sensation of acceleration during climb. Soundproofing intensifies in this section, creating a cocoon effect where the faint hum of airflow becomes white noise rather than disturbance. Even the lavatory is reimagined, larger than expected, finished in stone composites and brushed metal, lit from above to eliminate harsh shadows. It feels less like an aircraft and more like a boutique hotel suspended in motion. But the true sophistication lies beyond what you see. Beneath the floor, wiring harnesses are routed to prevent electromagnetic interference with onboard connectivity systems that allow uninterrupted video calls across oceans. In the cockpit, advanced avionics manage flight paths with precision, selecting altitudes that optimize both fuel efficiency and ride smoothness. Pilots communicate with global networks that track weather cells in real time, often adjusting course slightly to maintain that barely noticeable glide. Because in this category of aviation, the objective is not speed alone, it is effortlessness. Private jets of this caliber are designed for range, capable of linking continents without refueling, yet range is only impressive if the journey feels shorter than the clock suggests. That illusion is created through detail. The softness of the carpet underfoot, the absence of rattles, the way cabin pressure changes are smoothed to protect the inner ear. Every component serves a singular purpose: to reduce friction between human and machine. And perhaps that is the defining trait of a $70 million aircraft. It does not shout its value, it conceals it in refinement. From the outside, it remains understated, almost anonymous against the sky. But inside, it becomes an atmosphere, one where meetings happen without fatigue, where sleep arrives naturally above the clouds, where distance shrinks quietly. In the end, the aircraft itself fades from awareness, leaving only a sense of seamless transition from departure to arrival. And that is the paradox of elite aviation: the more advanced the engineering, the less you notice it. Comfort is engineered, not accidental. Luxury is quiet. The best flights are the ones you barely notice. And if this perspective elevated your understanding of air travel, consider joining us again inside Comfort Class.